Hey guys, I welcome you for this special video, and today we are going to be learning something very incredible. My name is Michael, so I'm a web developer, a content writer, graphic designer, and I've been putting all my experiences in form of tutorials. If you watch my previous videos, you will see where I developed an Instagram kind of website using WordPress and Elementor page editor. So you can find that video in my channel here. And today I made another incredible video that will teach you how to use WordPress and Elementor page editor effectively, in the sense of using it to build a YouTube kind of website. I think that makes a lot of sense. So I want you to pay attention and watch this video to the end. And the reason for this tutorial is to inspire media companies out there that might want to use a kind of YouTube user interface to build their own website. All right. So that is the reason why I'm making this video, to let you know the possibilities of using WordPress and Elementor page editor to actually build something very incredible without the knowledge of writing complicated codes and stuff like that. Okay. So give this video a thumbs up if you find it very interesting, and try to watch it to the end. Share it and subscribe to my channel for more interesting tutorials, and I promise you, you're always gonna learn something very incredible in this my platform. Remember that we are not actually building another YouTube site, but I'm just trying to show you the possibilities of using WordPress and Elementor to design a media website that exactly looks like YouTube. Okay, you can actually achieve that using WordPress and Elementor page editor. So welcome back again. The first thing we're going to do is to create a page that we're going to use to design the YouTube user interface, just like you are seeing here right now. So we're going to start from designing this section, the logo, this icon, the bell icon, this search, and all of these you are seeing right here, and even the footer section here. Okay, so here is mobile YouTube application, and we're going to achieve this particular design right now. Just come to your dashboard and go to the pages, click on add new page. Okay, so we're going to give our page a title, and I'm going to name it YouTube. Okay, I want to use Elementor canvas. I don't want this particular YouTube page to inherit the previous designs I have in my website already, so I want to start from scratch. That is why I'm using Elementor canvas. Then I click on publish. So the page is published right now. I can now click on edit with Elementor. I'm going to switch back to mobile view. Okay, this is desktop, while this is tablet portrait. I'm going to switch to mobile portrait because our design is targeting mobile users. Okay, I'm also going to show you how we can be able to design a YouTube desktop version. So this is the YouTube desktop version. I'm going to show us how we can also achieve this particular kind of interface, depending on what you want to use the website for. Because the idea behind all this is, if for instance you have a media website that hosts a lot of videos or maybe blogs, you can actually use this kind of interface to design that particular blog or your video hosting website. Or maybe you're a course creator, or maybe you're kind of building a course website or a learning management system. You can actually replicate the YouTube kind of design in your own website, right? That is the idea behind this particular video I'm making right now. The first thing I'm going to do right now is to add a container. So I have to drag a container from this left widget here, or you can click on this plus icon to include the container here. Then I do some settings on the container. So I'm going to leave it at flexbox. Then the content width is boxed, give it 100%. Then the direction is going to be row horizontal, and the justified content should be centered. The next thing I'm going to do right now quickly is to add another container inside this main container. I have to drag it and enter inside the main container. Give the width to be 50%. Then I add another container. I'm going to give it 13%. So I duplicated the container with 13% into 3 places. Look at our YouTube here. So this 50% on, we're going to take the logo aspect, while this 3 container here is going to take these 3 icons you are seeing here. The next thing I'm going to do right now is to add image element in this first container. Then I add icon here, add here, and add this place. Then select the image. If you don't have any image for YouTube, you can just upload it or download the YouTube logo. Alright, so I've added the YouTube icons just like as it is here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to make this particular header look very much responsive because it's kind of much bigger. The first thing is this particular YouTube logo here. Let me try to do some cropping on it because it's making the design not to look responsive enough. So I have to go to edit image, then click on crop, because the empty spaces around the logo is not necessary. Okay, I have to crop it. When I'm done, I click on apply crop, then save edit. It's much better right now. So let me proceed with this particular element you are seeing here. So this is an icon, this is a button, while this is a button, and this and this. So if you are familiar with WordPress and Elementor, you always know how to add a button to your website. I'm going to fast forward some areas in this section just to lessen the time aspect. But before that, I'm going to add the container that are going to contain all of this stuff here. These 5 containers you are seeing here is inside this main container. I can easily copy any of this, then paste it inside the last container here, okay, just to represent this particular stuff, this particular icon here. Then I'm going to change the icon. The next thing is to include all these buttons you are seeing right here. Welcome back. This is what I've done so far, and see that the design of my WordPress Elementor is actually looking like what we have on YouTube here. So but I'm still going to do some customization on this button and all these icons you see. Then this particular header here, the logo and all this icon is kind of looking much bigger, so I'm going to reduce it to really represent what YouTube is having on YouTube mobile application. Alright, I think I've gotten some things I needed to achieve on this particular stuff. So remember that we are not actually building another YouTube site, but I'm just trying to show you the possibilities of using WordPress and Elementor to design a media website that exactly looks like YouTube. Okay, you can actually achieve that using WordPress and Elementor page editor. All of these buttons you are seeing here can actually serve as the main button for your website, and you can change it to maybe about us, media, blogs, and stuff like that you want to have on your website. Let's proceed with other things like adding the actual content of the website. Okay, you can see I'm scrolling on my YouTube mobile application right now. You can see all the videos that is on YouTube. I'm not going to be including the ad section, then the comments, the YouTube shorts, and other stuff like that. I'm only going to be including the actual YouTube videos and the author of the video, the title, and this particular 3 dots here. To do that, I need to drag a container and enter here in the box. Okay, so then I now have to put a video element inside this container. It's very simple to do that. Then the next thing I'm going to do right now is to get one of my YouTube video link and replace it with what I have here. If I don't want to use YouTube, I can import my videos from Vimeo, Dailymotion, and here's my YouTube channel. So here are my videos. I can just quickly get one of my video. For instance, this create a stunning 2025 custom calendar. So I can just click on this, click on share. Then I can copy this particular video link, right? When I copy it, come back to my WordPress, then highlight and paste the link here. Okay, that is it. I'm going to include the author, profile icon, then the title of the video, and this particular stuff here. So I'm going to add another container inside this main container here. So inside this main container, I'm going to add 3 containers in it to represent this profile icon, then the video title, and this icon here. And let me add the profile icon here using image element. This particular one will have heading element in the container, while this one will have an icon on it. So welcome back. This is what I've done for my own design. If I'm going to have 100 videos, I'm going to duplicate this container into 100, then change the content. We have already gotten the layout for the videos. Wow, guys, you can't believe this. This is absolutely incredible, guys. So you can achieve this kind of design in your media websites. If you check the YouTube, this particular header, when you scroll down, it's kind of appearing, but when you scroll up, it hides itself. While the footer aspect is always visible throughout the website. So we are going to do that right now. The footer aspect is going to be sticky down the footer of our own design. The first container is having the header section of our design, the logos, the icons, and all of these elements here. From the first container, go to advanced, then scroll down to element skit sticky. You have to install the element skit plugin for this thing to take effect. Go to the show on scroll up, this last option here. If I'm scrolling down, it's gonna be hidden, while if I'm scrolling up, the header is going to be visible. Remember that you are going to apply it on the first container. Okay, the first container, which is this one here. If you scroll down, it's going to be hidden, while if you scroll up, it's going to be visible. But there's a problem. The problem is the background is transparent. We don't need that. All right, then go to style, go to background, then change the color to be dark. That is interesting. You can see it has changed to dark immediately. So scroll up, it's going to appear. Scroll down, is going to be hidden. Okay, just as it is on YouTube. Scroll up, it's going to be hidden. Scroll down, it's going to appear back. The next thing I'm going to do right now is to get this particular footer installed on our own website. Duplicate this first container here. Open the container. Then delete the last container, this one here, because I don't actually need it. Then I'm left with this one here. Drag the second container and drop it at the last section from the navigator, as you can see here. So I have to remove the appearing while scrolling on it. So do that here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to make this footer sticky, so that whenever you are scrolling up or scrolling down, it will always be visible, just as it is on our YouTube here. You can see when I'm scrolling up or scrolling down, the footer is always visible. Go to advanced, scroll down to motion effects, go to sticky, select bottom. If I'm scrolling up or scrolling down, is always visible throughout the design, while the header aspect is, if I'm scrolling down, is hidden, but if I'm scrolling up, it appears again. I believe you've learned a lot from this tutorial, and that's my happiness for you to learn something very incredible. The next thing now is all of these icons you are seeing here. We're going to change it to represent what YouTube is having here. Okay, it's very much simple to do that. I'm going to open the container so we can see other container that is inside of it. This first container is having the YouTube logo on it, so I'm going to delete it because we don't actually need it. I'm going to delete it. Then we are left with these three icons here. So I'm going to duplicate one of the container. Okay, that is it. Then let me balance it using the main container. Then go to layout. So on the layout, I'm going to use space in between. Okay, you can see that it has been balanced right now. The next thing is to change these icons right now. To do that, I'm going to use the icon box. Okay, so delete these write-ups here. Why the title should be home. Then select the icon itself. Use a home icon. I think this is nice. Okay, then delete the first icon. Okay. Hope you are seeing what I'm doing. It's very much simple. Go to style to reduce the size of the icon. So I think I will leave it at 20 pixel. Then the content itself, I'm going to reduce the title. So guys, this is absolutely incredible. You can see my own design and you can see what YouTube is having on YouTube mobile application. Why this is my own WordPress design. That is much interesting. So you can see we are having almost the same thing that YouTube have. So you can use this kind of design if you have a media website that hosts videos or host blogs or host any other kind of digital content that you want your audience to consume, and you want them to have that YouTube kind of vibe if they come to your website. So guys, if you find this video very much interesting, I want you to give it a thumbs up and share it, and make sure that it reach every media company that's want to replicate what YouTube have on their website to their own media website. Okay. All right guys, so another important thing right now is that I'm going to hide all of the containers from desktop accessibility, because this particular design is actually meant for mobile version of the website. Let's go to the first container, then go to advanced, scroll down to responsive, and hide it from desktop and from tablet portrait. So it's only going to be visible on the mobile portrait. Okay. If I click on hide right now, you can see that this particular header is no longer visible on mobile phone. Okay, so if I publish this website right now and you want to browse this website, this header is not going to be showing on your mobile device, right? But when I remove it from hidden, it appears back again. So that is what I'm going to be doing for all of this container here. Hide it from the desktop and from tablet's portrait, so that tablet and desktop will not be able to access this particular design. Okay, it's only going to be accessible with mobile phone alone. So after all of this, we're going to click on publish, so that our work will go live on the internet. And that is very interesting. So I believe that this video has inspired you to see the possibilities of using WordPress and Elementor to build another media empire for yourself. That is very interesting. Okay, not just a media empire, but any kind of website, you can actually use WordPress and Elementor to get it done without the knowledge of, writing codes and stuff like that. Give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel for more interesting tutorials. So I believe that's it for now. Thank you and cheers.